All right, we're here in the Quanex booth today with Anthony Wright. Anthony's been talking with customers as they're entering the booth around some things they can start to expect for 2018 for the economic forecast. So, Anthony.
Right. So in just a real quick moment, we can talk through what the economic or macroeconomic forecast is for 2018. I would categorize this as having some significant headwinds with some undercurrents in the market that are going to relate to basically slow but steady growth going into 2018. The primary thing that is impacting the market right now is the tight labor market, and it's only been exacerbated by the latest natural disasters that we've had in Texas and in Florida. Construction labor is already tight. Now it's super tight as people are looking for help to remodel their homes and recover from the flood events and water remediation. So we're really seeing that in Houston in particular. You know, folks are getting jobs for $20, $25 an hour to relay sheetrock and clear homes, and so the labor market was tight. It's getting even tighter. Now there's a hope that this will spur the construction labor market and allow people to get back into it and find their way, you know, from being underemployed into a field that perhaps they can pursue full time. So, but we had a tight labor market. We also have tight market for lots and land. So you're not seeing the inventory for entry-level homes because the labor is just not there to supply it. So that is a headwind to the industry and has really blocked the housing market from taking off. As an undercurrent, we're seeing the Fed return to its monetary policy or normative monetary policy by slowly raising rates and making sure that they don't send the economy into a recession, but getting us back to a normative monetary policy where they do have some levers they can activate in case the market needs it or the economy needs it to kind of spur growth. So we're seeing that, and that's a very interesting thing because it has an impact on businesses, it has an impact on labor, and it has an impact on costs, particularly the era of free money is over, right? So as we go into 2018, how fast does the Fed continue to raise rates, and what impact does that have on the market as a whole? We know that there's pent-up demand from millennials as they get older and they're looking to get married, and you know, they're going from just having a dog to also having kids, right? So that's happening, but as that happens, do they have that entry-level home to move into, or are they going to have to continue to rent and to go into multifamily dwellings? So some undercurrents there as the job market increase. You're seeing pressure on inflation, not necessarily in prices, but wage growth. So as this market is really tight on labor, companies are having to pay higher wages. So you've got this undercurrent that's driving us in driving slow but steady growth. So I think the main takeaways that you would have from this is that you're going to continue to see a demand for multi-family housing. Even though it's fully recovered, home ownership levels are at 50-year lows. So there's a demand there as millennials age to go into home ownership, but the inventory is just not there. So I think you're going to continue to see the demand for multifamily housing maintain itself, and slow but steady growth in single-family housing. We're seeing that in the data. And then finally, the main takeaway I think that you see with tight labor markets, tight land and lots is just a slow and steady growth for entry-level homes. So that's good news. It's kind of some bad news, but just you should plan. So I think the main thing is that this is a great time for automated and semi-automated solutions, particularly for businesses that can leverage that to get the productivity and efficiency that they need in spite of not being able to have the labor available. So I think that's the main takeaway that we can share from the show and that people can anticipate. And obviously, you know, Quanex has these great solutions with automated lines and semi-automated solutions as well for our profiles and IG systems.
Thank you, Anthony. You can expect to see more updates like this on Quanex.com.